Hello, 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 everybody. I don't know if you can hear that. However, what I'm asking if you can hear, gonna make this the most awkward intro ever. I think I fixed my audio. I think I fixed it. And the reason, oh, hi, Earth Girl. Oh, hi, Nikki. Oh, hi, Painting Polish. Oh, hi, Spadazzle. Oh, hi, Tiffany. So I was recording a video in Twitch Studio, as I am wont to do. Let me know if the music's too loud, but I was listening to my last stream and the music was not loud enough. I was on Twitch Studio, and I guess Twitch Studio is becoming no more. I wanted Twitch Studio to get better and stronger, and Twitch is like, actually, we're going to take it completely away. So finally, I broke down and looked up a guide on how to fix my goddamn audio, which I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Probably because I thought I already knew everything, which is a problem that I sometimes have. I'm like, I know everything. And therefore, if the audio isn't right after I did the settings, then the audio will never be right and nobody else can tell me how to do it. And then occasionally I realize that that is actually not correct and I have to look it up. So let me know if I'm cutting out. I was actually very surprised when I was like doing tests today because I was trying to get myself to cut out and I wasn't. But how is everybody doing? Hello, Jadoob. Hello, Earth Girl. How's everybody's week been? Jadoob, I know your week has been not great. With all the stuff with your face and whatnot. I'm so sorry to hear about that, but I'm so glad you're here with us. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm still wearing my nail art that I did in 30 minutes at the end of the last stream. That was a very frustrating stream. However, my last 30 minutes were pretty lit, as the kids say. You've definitely had better, but this is going to help. I am so glad. I am so glad. You just gotta sometimes just not think about it. So I have the new Vice collection in my hands right now. So two of these are from the last time they released these colors, and that is Electric Daisy and Guilty Pleasure are from the last time. Is this not saturated? This looks exactly correct. This purple is not blurple like it's showing up, and this yellow is much more of like a highlighter yellow IRL. So very interesting how these are showing up on my camera right now. It kind of makes me want to go into my camera and see if there's a thing that I can do. Perhaps the saturation? Whoa. 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 What did I do? Or did I fuck up the white balance? What did I do? Can we go back? Can we go back to this not happening? Can we please? Can we restore video defaults? Okay, okay. That's a little better. That's a little better. Maybe up the brightness a touch? I don't know if this is gonna help. I don't know. White balance. Take it off auto. That, oh, that's like a little more cool. We're just gonna fuck around for a bit until we find out. Oh, oh-ho, oh-ho-ho-ho. That purple is looking more like the color it's supposed to look like. It is looking more like the color it's supposed to look like. I don't like how warm toned it makes everything else though. And then I'm gonna get the exposure a little better. Can we... Maybe I'll just do auto exposure. That's fine. Stream's over. Yep. Yep. Control Z undo. Right? Right? Okay. We kind of got it. But these are really not showing up to their full potential right now. I wish that they were. I wish they were. Saturation. Can we saturate you a little more? I don't know. Okay. 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 Can I up... No, no. All right, this is as good as we're going to get. So I'm sorry that they aren't looking as neon as they could, but this is what we're working with now. So also before stream, because I didn't want to have to do this during stream, I also made some Cirque Vice fluid art so that I could apply these to my nails after we're done swatching. And they turned out beautifully. Unfortunately, I made a really, really beautiful one that I realized I had not used plastic on. I like didn't have plastic unboxed yet. But yeah, then I went back and I redid it, and these are looking absolutely fantastic. So I'm super excited to put these on. And they look fantastic under black light as well. They're looking very, very good. All right. But yeah, I also have the color alikes, the ones that everybody wants people to swatch these against. Luckily, I have them all. So we have Plastic and Gossip, which are so fucking similar. Like, so fucking similar. I would say Gossip is a bit more red than Plastic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the big swatch all over all 4 of my nails for each of these colors. And then I'm going to do a side-by-side on my thumb so that you can, so that you can see the difference. Thank you so much, Lynn, for the resub. Hello. This is Game Over and Road Rage. And to my eye, Game Over, after these might have faded. They've been in my drawer, but they might have faded because neons can fade. This looks a lot like Pyro right now. And then here's Pyro. I feel like Pyro looks way more orange than like I thought it did when I first got it. But these all together do kind of look like my 3-week smoking girlfriends. I do have to say. How are you doing, Linry? How has your week been? Well, the last one is Mile High Club versus Sky High. And they look completely, well, they are, everything that looks like, that I thought looked like another color looks very much like that other color. So it's like, I'm not really doing anything that's like gonna deconstruct that idea. Like, they just really look like, we're dealing with a very Dead Petals versus Crimson Void scenario here with all of these Cirque Vice colors. This is the first time since like 2 years ago. Now that I say that, it's not as exciting, but like, I did not rebuy any colors. I didn't buy the entire collection because I didn't really want to get Guilty Pleasure and Electric Daisy again. You've been depressed. You made your own technical issues, but you think you fixed them. How did you make your own technical issues? I've also been depressed. Is there like a depressing planet that's been... Has a depressing planet been depressing us? What have the planets done recently? I guess Earth is generally the most depressing planet. All right, let's grab some Bag Bomb. I also, since the last stream, hold on, let me move this up. I actually don't need that to be in any particular place anymore because that's my big overhead mount and I'm not using my overhead mount right now. Wait, is that, it's that solar flare. Wait, there was an actual solar flare, not just Kelly's solar flare. In OBS, you change your resolution so your stream, Jesus Christ, your stream quality has been max 320p. That sucks balls. You don't think at their price point they get to have micro shade variants? Well, they done it. They have done it. I agree they shouldn't do micro shade variants. I know that some people really enjoy that. I know like Aculid Nails really likes a micro shade variant. He really likes having like every single possible color because he loves doing gradients so much. And he always does like a bajillion colors per gradient. Not because his gradients are wild, just because like he wants it to be as smooth as like frickin' possible. Oh, that's why the Northern Lights were crazy a week ago. I see. Well, maybe that explains everything. So have you fixed your OBS, Linry? Have you fixed your streaming? I'm gonna use, so I got glycerin, by the way, and I added the glycerin and a tiny bit of water, like distilled water and jojoba oil to my acetone to see if I can make my own acetone additive. Because acetone additives are like freaking like how much for a tiny little bottle? I mean, it's bigger than like a nail polish bottle, but you're supposed to add like half the bottle to your like thing of acetone. And like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but like, let me show you the size of the bottle of glycerin that I bought. This was $11 for this glycerin versus $6 for Victorian varnish tincture. So we're gonna see how this works. I still don't really know my ratios on this, but if I can make my own acetone additive, it will be over for you hoes. You hope so. You're gonna test later. YouTube lets you stream in secret, so you're gonna test it tonight. Oh my god, secret stream. My bag bomb was on the seasons of Key UK quiz show, and he thought of me when it came up. What was the question? What was the question? By the way, am I cutting out at all? Is my voice fully audible? I'm so curious if my things fixed it, because now I can't record videos. I can't record videos in my frickin' Twitch studio. They're gonna take it away from me. I can start repackaging Sleek and Shine and Glycerin for all the nail art peeps, right? Right? I'm never, ever in my life going to use all of the Sleek and Shine for my fluid art polishes. Never. Never. Yes, I did know it was originally created to help cow teeth chafing and cracking. So let's have a moment here. Okay. Since 1899, Bag Bomb Restricted has been the farmer's friend, helping dairy farmers' skin becoming chapped from the harsh Vermont climate and the hard work on the farm. This actually does not talk. This part does not talk about the cows. It works hard to moisturize and soften your severely dry skin whenever and wherever it occurs. Wherever. There is nothing like the original, and that's what you get when you buy this familiar green can. Does it talk about the cows? I swear I've had a thing of Bag Bomb that talked about the cows. Bag Bomb is a highly effective product for moisturizing and softening severely dry skin that can do all this stuff. You can feel its effect immediately, and it lasts. Bag Bomb has helped farmers since 1899. But yes, I do know that it's for cows. I thought that my little tin would tell me more about the cows. Maybe I need a bigger tin to learn more about the cows. That's what you learn this season. Wait, is it QI or is it key? Is the letter U. So naturally udders came up. Naturally. Absolutely naturally. I love your little cow emote, Peyton Polish. All right. Let us finally remove this. I don't feel like I got like a picture that I actually like of this Manny. Not for lack of trying. But my cuticles, I feel like never fully came clean. And by the time they were like clean enough for me to like deal with them, the art had started to like get weird. All right. The thing that is different between glycerin and the hair serum is that the glycerin, like, you do actually need to use a fair amount of glycerin to make your nail polish remover hydrating. I will say that my nails do not feel dry after that, and it did remove the polish admirably. When your tin doesn't educate you on the cows / sad. Yes. Just like pro tip, y'all, if you ever have a tin, if you're ever making a tin, you're printing a tin, make sure that it informs you about the cows. I'm sure everybody wants to watch me clean out the water marble that didn't happen from under my nails. That's what you all came here for. To watch me clean my gross ass nails. All right. Hey, Polished Mess! We're gonna be doing some swatching. And we're gonna be doing some comparing. And also, I'm cleaning under my nails in front of y'all. Because even though my water marble didn't work out, that doesn't mean that there isn't, like, water marble leftovers under my nails. Delicious, delicious water marble leftovers. Yummy. I have watched 2 interesting movies this week. Well, 1.5 interesting movies. Because I have not finished one of them. The one I have not finished is La Cage aux Folles, which I have bought on DVD. And this is what The Birdcage is based off of. And it is, there are some things that are changed, but scene for scene and almost line for line, it is The Birdcage. And this was made in France in the 70s, and it's supposed to be on the French Riviera. And everything is basically exactly the same as The Birdcage. Like, there's the son and his girlfriend's, like, father is part of, like, the like, whatever for moral order, the, like, people's group for moral order. And his boss, like, dies in a scandalous way with a sex worker. And then they have to go, like, visit the family and take out everything with dicks on it. So it's like, it is just like The Birdcage, but it's in the 70s and in France, which means that it is a little bit more edgy. And, like, one thing I don't love about The Birdcage itself is I don't, like, the relationship between Armand and, what's his name? Well, the 2 main characters. I keep wanting to call him Albert. The relationship between Armand and Albert is not exactly relationship goals. Like, Armand specifically is a bit mean to Albert, but in this movie, in La Cage aux Folles, like, the main guy, he is not very nice to his partner, to the point of, like, literally smacking him. Which actually I don't know, though. That might have been a consensual BDSM thing. It is actually kind of unclear. Because, like, I think the main guy is not called Armand. But the other guy is called Albert, and they pronounce it Albert, but they use a different name in the subtitles that looks kind of like Albert. So, like, I don't know. He's, like, asking for it. He's, like, tells him to punch him, like, 1,000,000 times. And then, like, by the time he does punch him, like, Albert is, like, very happy about it. So, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I cannot tell if that's consensual or not. I mean, I think in a court of law, it would be, like, considered consensual as long as you were placed that you can punch people if it's consensual. Okay, fun fact. Yes, thank you. The reason milkmaids were revered for their beauty is because they had gotten cowpox, which stopped them from getting smallpox and scarring and blemishes that came with smallpox. That's how we started to develop vaccines. That's incredible. I feel like I've heard that, but I'm so glad I've heard it again today. That is incredible. Good for milkmaids. Good for you, milkmaid. You go, milkmaid. But yeah, it's definitely edgier, and also, at least in the beginning, the character of Agador Spartacus is not called Agador Spartacus. I don't remember what his name is in this. Wait, fun fact, chocolate milk does not come from brown cows. Stop spreading your conspiracy theory bullshit, Polished Mess. Everybody knows it comes from brown cows. Ridiculous. I've had enough of this. Are you saying they're adding additives to our chocolate milk to make it chocolate? And they're not making it chocolate the natural way? That's pretty clutch trivia, too. Strawberry milk does come from pink cows. Ah. My delicious Monster Energy. All right. Let's start this bitch. I've realized I really like swatching streams. I mean, I really like swatching in general. I used to not like swatching. But now I do. My nails are a little more stained than usual. But that's okay. I will survive. But yeah, like, instead of, you know how in the birdcage, like, when they're trying to get, Albert to come down and do the show, Starina to come down and do the show, and, like, Agador, like, tries to get her to come down and, like, gives her, like, pills and stuff that are actually aspirin. Like, there's, like, 3 other characters that do all that stuff for Albert and La Cage aux Folles. They really, like, narrowed it down in the birdcage. And I think that was for the best. Because I saw, like, 8 characters that, like, I don't think I'm ever gonna see again. And it could have all been the maid. Oh, thank you. Swatch streams are your fave, mostly because you cannot do nail art with your hands in one position for a camera. Oh, doing the swatching streams. Yes. I don't really have a problem with that for nail art, as well you know. But then again, I've been doing these streams for over 2 years now. So I'm pretty used to it. Yeah, so hopefully I'll finish La Cage aux Folles soon. I've heard forever that the birdcage was based off La Cage. And yeah, finally got in on it. And I know that it's a stage play now. And I believe it is produced by Harvey Fierstein, which is very, very cool. Are you doing any fun swatches? Like, have you gotten any fun PR polish mess? By the way, speaking of swatching and PR and whatnot, I don't think I'm getting this in PR because why would I? Because I already own it. But frickin' whatchamacallit? What am I thinking of? Freaking Plus Life Lacquer is re-releasing You Are Valid and the topper that went along with it, which is all rainbow flakies. So if you saw that in my whites video and want it, then yeah, it's available again. Your gay stepdad's name is Albert too. You love that movie. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. What I will say about the couple in La Cage aux Folles versus the couple in the birdcage is I feel like there is more, I don't know if there's more like comedic chemistry between the 2 main characters in La Cage aux Folles, but I definitely feel like there's more sexual chemistry, you know? Because like whenever I watch the birdcage, I always like, I don't really feel like Armand and Albert, or Albert, saying Albert, have I don't feel like I can envision them like actually fucking. Hi, Jojo. Yes, get it. But then again, maybe I don't need to be imagining them fucking. maybe that's not for me to judge. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing today? Hello. All right, so we are going to start off with Mile High Club, but on my thumb, we are going to swatch it alongside Sky High. To my eyes, this Mile High Club is a darker and more, more or less neon. It is more or less neon than Sky High. I don't really know what they were going for there. You're getting a 9-piece rainbow collection soon. Largest collection you've ever done. Holy shit. You're happy to do it because you wouldn't have the budget to buy it. Is that the Plus Life Lacquer collection? I'm sure that a lot of people are doing rainbows right now. So this is Sky High. I'm going to be doing side by side on my thumb. I will come back and do the other one in a second because I don't want to mix up the colors. And here is Mile High Club. And this is one of the fully new colors they released. There are 2 re-releases that I bought because I didn't already have them. And there are 2 re-releases I didn't buy because I already had them and do not foresee myself running out of them. The ones that I already had were Guilty Pleasure and Electric Daisy, which I swear to God, they have like Electric Daisy every other year. And like clearly it's a popular color. But I wish they brought back Munchies. That is my wish. That they would bring back munchies. But everybody knows that. And I also have 2 bottles of munchies now. Because somebody sold me their extra bottle. Alright. Alright. On my thumb, let's swatch this right next to Sky High. A little over Sky High. Actually, we're gonna be doing kind of like a lazy gradient that just doesn't work very well because these are both like full coverage creams. Is this my good brush or is it my bad brush? Are you the good witch or the bad witch? Okay, Sky High is one of your favorites. Hi, Zudzy. Hello, hello. Planning on buying Victorian varnishes, rainbow set, and some PLL. You want the whole collection, but you don't want to make 2 purchases. That'd be your budget for the month. I understand completely. You're not sure if allowed to say who, but you swatched them before. Okay, okay. Oh, I need a freaking towel. Get a paper towel for my cleanup brush. Your friend Tyler's Trinkets is releasing a set also. Pride Month is a special time. We get a lot of releases. It's a very special time. You're doing a bit of a lazy gradient right now and you're having a hard time trusting the process. What are you using for your lazy gradient? The Hollow Taco Retro Collection? Lazy gradients? Like a fucking dream. Alright. So, let us continue on our journey. Actually, I think that's probably dry enough for me to do some Sky High over here. I'm gonna try to do it a little bit more localized. I am kind of lazy gradienting it though. But you know what? That's okay. That's kind of okay. Plus, I'm not doing this, like... The camera's not perfect anyway. So we're really just doing this for conversation's sake. I wish my cleanup brush didn't have this random hair sticking out. I always get that happening to me, just like slowly over time. I have like a hair sticking out. And then more and more and more hairs start sticking out. Ugh. There we go. There we go. They've announced it, so it's the Finding Feathers Love Is collection. I did not even know at all about Finding Feathers until we interviewed Aculid Nails on the podcast. Hopefully on Sunday we'll be recording a new episode. This is my hope beyond hopes. Support me being gay. Oh, let's see. I got the LA Colors Rainbow Neons. I wish they were hollow tacos, so mostly be a background for nail art anyways. You're anxious about it for no reason. Oh, I see. Wait. Feel like since you're queer, you need to support all the Pride collections since all of them donate to nonprofits. And then, but then I'm like that meme, donate to me, a gay, directly. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is one thing people need to remember is that if you are yourself in dire straits, if you are, especially in Pride season, if you're a queer who needs money for real life things, it's okay. It's okay to just support yourself. If you do have the money, though, and or if you're suffering and not queer, no, that's not true. If you do have the money, it's always nice. But if you don't do it, ho. Or should I say, ho, don't do it. So this is 2 coats, and it's looking pretty baller. Like, it doesn't look, like, exciting. It does look like a good finish. I'm not like, yes, the neon I've wanted in my collection. Because honestly, to my naked eye, this hardly looks neon. I will turn on the black light so that we can see this in its full glory. But it's a blue, so I'm not expecting its full glory to be all that glorious. TBH. Yes, you and your own always come first. Exactly. I need a don't do it ho wallpaper on my phone. Yes, you do need to get your mama cat fixed. Yeah, definitely. Never think that I want you to spend money on stuff that you do not have money for. I don't say it like Lynn Marie does. But know that it's implied. I've been doing pretty decent on my low buy though. Obviously, I'm still spending like way more money on nail polish and stuff than people who like don't buy nail polish and stuff. But okay, actually, this kind of glows better than Sky High. Let me see if I can like, yeah, let me see if I can get it under the black light for y'all. I'm seeing it better to my naked eye. But actually, next to each other in the bottles, they kind of glow the same. I'm gonna try to get a picture of this. I don't think that I need top coat on this for a swatch. So let me just grab my camera. I'm gonna clean the lens really quick. Oh, you G-Shot. But yeah, I've been basically buying like a few polishes for polish pickup and then like one other thing per month. So like last week it was Holo Taco, which I spent quite a bit on Holo Taco, but I also saved like 50% of what I like. It was supposed to be like a $200 purchase and it was like $99. This does look super cute. Blacklight reactive. All right. Let's turn that off. Turn on my other lights. Perhaps I'll do this with the bottle. Like a professional. In the light, I can see a little more. Oh, you can see my canvas lamp. I can see a little more visible neon line. But it's still okay. Alright. Let's though talk about the compare, like the compare. Let's talk about the compare. Oh, my Lord and Savior just posted. Amazing. Wait, what? This is Cirque Colors Mile High Club. Is that what you're asking? What are we asking? What did Zudzy say? Oh, you might make your first Holo Taco order on this upcoming collection. Zudzy, you've never ordered from Holo Taco? Not once? Yes, I'm a professional swatcher. Professional. What did Kelly Marissa just post? What'd she just post? Is it best wedding nail polishes? Dang, 40 wedding nail polishes, and they all look boring as fuck. I say as somebody who wore French tips to my wedding. But to be fair, well, okay, to be fair also, to be fair, when I got married, I wasn't into like nail polish. But also to be fair, when I got remarried, when I got my vows renewed, remarried to the same person, I wore Cirque Wildberry West. So one thing I'm noticing is that this blue is way more opaque than Sky High. Oh, that's gonna be a Topic Tuesday topic for June? That's a good topic. My favorite wedding polish is Sandpit Turtle. No. Honestly, my favorite wedding polish is probably I Do Crew. But, and that's like my favorite white, you know, white Crelly anyway. So I guess I'm a little boring as well. All right, so these are the two blues. Having like a really hard time removing the paint right here at my cuticle. So yeah, one is slightly lighter than the other one. I think they would gradient beautifully. Sky High is the one that's lighter. Mile High Club is darker. And Sky High is a bit more green, in my opinion. The Tea Party topic was cute. I think you got had hot pink nails and you got married. What is the JOP? Well, I technically got married before I got married because we wanted my mother-in-law to officiate the wedding, but we didn't want her to have to get a certificate or anything. So we just went to the courthouse. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of these two side by side. That's so funny. In the pictures I just took, like, you could hardly tell a difference. I think it's actually, the difference is more obvious on this camera than it is, oh, Justice of the Peace. Yes, that is pretty much what we did as well. Yeah, it looks more different on my camera than it does, like, on this camera than it does on my phone camera off to the side. You are Bubble Bath. Very classy. Very classic. Next time we renew our vows, I don't know though. I don't know what I'm gonna be into. We just renewed our vows like 2 years ago. And so we're probably not gonna do it for another 8 years. I have no idea what I'm gonna want to wear in my nails then. And we were talking the other day about how gay marriage was only legalized in 2015, which is crazy. Like, I realized, which I'm sure I knew at the time, but I had like forgotten about it, that like in California, gay marriage was legalized for like a hot second, and it got legalized on my sister and her first wife's anniversary. And so they went and got like legally married, but then it was like illegalized right after. So they were one of the very few gay couples that I knew that were married, like legally. See, we got married. You wasn't into nail polish either, or brows. Just very apparent in the pictures. Yeah, I have regrets about how I looked at my wedding. A number of regrets. I wish that I liked what I looked like more, because then I'd post more pictures of me at my wedding. Because like, I decided that I didn't want to like curate what my smile looks like. I just wanted to look natural, and I looked pretty goofy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not look great in my pictures. And also, like, I had this like pink crinoline under my dress, and like somehow it got like totally, like, it was like way off kilter. Like in almost all the pictures that show it, it's like way too long in the front and too short in the back. Which I know, like, my mom made it. I know she accommodated for that. But yeah. I am glad that I wore my glasses at my wedding, because, like, people are like, are you gonna wear your glasses? And I was like, yes. That is what I look like. I look like I'm wearing glasses. Yeah, I do like to see. I do wear contacts sometimes. I've worn contacts on stream once because I was dressed as Brahms. And I wanted to be wearing the mask most of the stream. But yeah, I guess a lot of people go glassesless for their wedding. And I kind of get that, especially if you're like one of those people that's like, I want to look like a model on my wedding. I mostly wanted to look like me, but I feel like I looked too much like me. You think you look better with your glasses than you like to see? Same. Same. Went to your first Indian wedding and they told me not to wear your glasses. It sure looked nice, but you could hardly see it. Were you in the wedding or just at the wedding? I have gone to an Indian wedding as well, and they did not make me take off my glasses. I was not in the wedding, although I did do the bride's nails, which was honestly such a cool experience. Because, like, I got to go hang out with her and her family the day before. And the best part about that was that they had, like, very traditional, I think, Southern Indian food. And I have not eaten that before. I didn't realize that there were so many individual cultures in India. But I now know. Apparently that's also why so many people speak English, like partially because of the colonialism, but also because there's so many different languages in India that a lot of times, like, the only language that, you know, multiple people will be able to speak is English, because, like, their native tongue is, like, they're all different all across India. You just had your reading glasses. I'm so sorry. I think the anxiety of being at a wedding would be greatly reduced if I couldn't see. Or it could backfire. I like being at a wedding in general. I like dancing. I like food. I like true love. You're the only non-Indian person in the family, so this is your coming out appearance. You've literally been married for 13 years. Oh my goodness. Wait, you had an Indian wedding or you went to an Indian wedding? Did you have an Indian wedding? Yeah, I'm curious. Is there a reason? I can understand if you were getting married and they didn't want you to wear glasses. Not that it, like, makes it much better. It just makes it a little more understandable. I'm just looking for my frickin' dry-in prep. I'm not allowed to have nice things today, apparently. As per usual. Or wait, so you've been married for 13 years before your Indian wedding coming out? Where you attended your first one? Okay, went to an Indian wedding. Never had a wedding. Just got married at the courthouse, not telling his Indian family. I had no idea. I had no idea that you married into an Indian family. What, like, area of India are they from? Like, not that I know a lot, but the people who, like, the chick who I knew who got married, her family was, like, Southern Indian. And they ate, like, different food than I was used to. Her wedding was super fun, though. And super pretty. I did have to find, like, something actually colorful to wear, though. He's half Mexican and half Indian Punjabi, Northern India. Very interesting combo. All right, so the next one that I am going to do is, I guess I'll do Road Rage and Game Over. When I first saw Road Rage, I was like, this is Game Over. They just rebottled Game Over. That's it. Now that I'm looking at them side to side, Game Over is a little more orange, which actually I didn't expect. But also, they are basically the same color. Basically. Hello, son. I just noticed you there. You were late. You blame your job. I blame your job, too. All right. All right. We're going to start off with Game Over. I don't think I've ever seriously worn Game Over. I don't think I've worn it as like a full mani. I don't think I've hardly thought about it since I got it. Thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. Lufton Future. Thank you so much. You're wearing Road Rage right now. How do you like it? I think it looks very pretty. It looks very pretty on my fluid art that I made, which you will see. I mean, I showed it a little bit earlier, but I made it before stream with the idea of applying it after stream. All right. Very interesting color. Definitely not, in my opinion, a true red. I was really hoping, given the mood board they posted for this, that this was going to be called Speed. There's one part of the mood board that I don't understand. There was a bunch of chicks in, like, XXX collars. And that made me think of people in adult films. And that made me think that it was going to be called Speed. Because it was like a Cars / people fucking scenario. And I'm like, what do those have in common? Speed. Both the concept and the drug. So far, so good. I'm liking this a lot. This is very, very pretty. I can pick it up for you. So you still have another hour and 15 minutes of work too, which you need to get back to since it's the end of your fiscal month. No. Here, let me go to the mood board. I will find y'all the mood board. Where is the gram? There we go. Cirque Colors. And let's find that. Hopefully they kept it up. I don't know how long ago they posted it. This is all though. If you find the mood board, let me know. Hopefully it's still up. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's just this. So, I mean, it's mood board for a lack of a better term. They didn't do the whole, like, board layout thing. Oh, I didn't turn on my closed captioning. Sorry. All right, so. So there was this. There was this. These. This is... How is this road rage? This is porn. How is this road rage? This does not read road rage to me. This reads doing the nasty in a movie because it says XXX on their collars. And then this and that, which is just the polish. So do you see where I'm coming from? I thought it was going to be called Speed or Red Light District. I think Red Light District would have worked as well. And that would have been very cool. Hopefully they'll release a redder red sometime because they haven't released a pure red yet. They really haven't. So hopefully they'll release a redder red at some point and we will get Red Light District. But I think it should have been Speed. Return, why is your blinker on? Yes, precisely. On this model, it looks pretty red. On me, I don't know. Maybe I'll add another layer. It'll look more red. But the thing is that I can't really say what it looks like other than red on my nails. It looks a lot more red on camera, for sure. Jessica, what would you, like, how would you classify this on the red scale? Since you are also wearing it, how would you put it on the red scale? All right, we're going to do a layer over here of Road Rage. next to Game Over. And I saw somebody else's swatch on Cirque Colors where they had swatched it against. Here's Mile High and Sky High. Almost the same. Like, good for them posting this video to show you how samey these colors are. They're so fucking samey. That's not samey. Those aren't samey. I look super orangey on your pale skin. Interesting. This looks like kind of orangey. Kind of orangey. But I can't tell if it's like... Well, I guess coral is kind of a neon orange. Or not neon. It's kind of like a red orange. I guess it is a little orangey. I need to oil my cuticles more so that I don't get so much, like, polish. Like, the polish gets caught on my dead skin, and then it is bad. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. When I was recording my Black Creams video, I said the most nonsensical bullshit at some point. And I really wanted to leave it in there and then just like write it on the screen to emphasize how bullshit it was. But it was so bullshit that, and it was so long and it was such bullshit that I was like, this isn't even gonna work. It's such bullshit. Yeah, we do need to ask Gidge. It's definitely a red bleeds more orange. I would say that you're right. I would say you're right. It is definitely a red. But to me, it's just not a true red. I do hope Gidge will like it. I do think that Gidge, though, is getting better at, like, enjoying colors despite, like, regardless of, like, what the color is. You know what I mean? Like, she seems to be getting better at just, like, enjoying colors. Sorry, they. I'm so bad with that. I feel like it's only Gidge I'm bad at. I feel very bad about that. Regret. Hello, Alexa! How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, more open to different colors. Exactly. Exactly. And it's nice to see. Although it is always nice to have, you know, people who are interested in particular colors. I am a pink bitch. Inside and out. You just watched the stream last night and said, that said teal is not a color, it's a duck. And seeing colors called teal upsets them. I hate to break it to this person, but if enough people say that teal is a color regardless of whatever reasoning they have behind saying teal is not a color, it's a color. I even accept people calling Blurple indigo, even though it in no way is right, except for colloquially. Did I make an entire video complaining about it? Yeah, I did, but I still accept it. These colors are the same. They're not actually the same, but they really feel like they're the same. Which one is different? I love it when somebody has two things, or three things even, and says, like, well, unless they're only one of them's different. But I love it when there's two things and it says which one is different. It's like, both? I don't know. Can't choose just one. Accept Blurple as your personal lord and savior. I do accept it. I did get Blurple jelly from Cirque Colors. They have endeared me to them. Not that Cirque needs to endear me to them. I'm already endeared. They're so the same. They're so the same. Why are they so samey? A color named after a duck, dumb shit. The person's like, orange isn't a color, it's actually a fruit. Like, sure, Jan. By the way, I'm wearing my Dare shirt today to remind you all that even though these colors might, you know, promote some unsavory behavior here at this good Christian Minecraft server, we don't do drugs. Push the glasses. Well, actually, when I Googled teal on dictionary.com, if you Google it into the dictionary, that's part of that video, Lindry. Best part of my life. I will say these neons going on like a dream, self-leveling like nobody's business. But even on my third coat of Road Rage, I am seeing the slightest bit of like nail line shadow. Just the slightest bit of nail line shadow. Let's see, it's also called teal blue, a medium to dark greenish blue. See, thank you. Thank you for Googling it into the dictionary, Linry. Your specialty. There we go. Maybe that's why you love teal, because of your duck nails. When in doubt, Google the dictionary. You're so welcome, Jojo. It's my absolute pleasure. I really like swatching on stream. I really like swatching on stream for a couple of reasons. One reason, it's like it's low stakes. I can just sit here and I don't really have to think about it. I can just chat with you all. It's really nice. And secondly, I don't like making swatch videos. I don't like making collection videos. And also, so many people do collection reviews. So many people do that. And like nothing wrong with it, obviously. And I watch them. I need them for research. But I just don't feel like me doing a Cirque Vice swatch and review on YouTube is really like helpful. But I think that sitting around and all of us just hanging out while I swatch and seeing how it applies in real time, I think that is helpful, you know? And I also think it's fun for me. It's fun for you. It's fun for everybody involved. We have fun here. Okay? Yeah, it all makes sense now. I should make like a teal polish that somehow incorporates a corkscrew motif. On the second layer, I am definitely seeing way more orange. No. Way more orange from Game Over, which I swear when I first got Game Over, it was really, really pink. Like really, really pink. Thank you. I think that well said was for me. Let's try to smoosh that. It might have faded. It might have faded. Can't be sure. And I don't know how I would tell. I might have a picture of it from when, but I didn't do full hand swatches like this back in the day, by which I mean last year. The first time I did a full hand swatching stream was actually just for the Cirque Cloudscapes collection. Not Cirque, Orly. The Orly Cloudscapes collection. I'm gonna let that dry because I'm gonna be doing these without top coat. Like Kelly Marissa. Hi, Nick. Cirque neons are so nice. They're so expensive based on dollar amount, but also the small bottles. Night Owl Locker has a big collection of creams, including neons. Creams are her thing for $8. That does sound good. I'm interested in the Night Owl neon jellies because like they definitely have some jellies that I don't have. But like for me, Cirque, it's just a thing. It's just like, you know, sometimes you just gotta go to the fancy restaurant once a year to just like sample the food. Well said, Stephanie. That's how I feel about Cirque colors. Yes, yes. By the way, in my Black Creams video, I do compare I don't know if I did it in a way that's particularly helpful because I kind of just say it and I don't write it down, and I do not intend to add that into. I don't intend to like add those elements to the video, but I do compare everything based off of price per milliliter, or as I say a bunch of times, per ounce. I'm like, goddamn cringe. And yeah, the differences in price per ounce is pretty astounding. Pretty astounding. Steph is a Cirque cultist. Just admit it. You found out my terrible secret. I'm more so safe for anyone who feels like they're missing out. That's fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. Yeah. Cirque neons are great, but yes, as Nick is saying, there are cheaper neons out there with bigger bottles. Unfortunately, Orly discontinued a bunch of their neons because they hate me, and they would like me to suffer. That is what they want of me. Okay. So, oh, I was gonna show y'all. Man, I might put top coat on this, honestly, because like I did kind of get a little dent. Let me show y'all with black light. Black light is coming. Salon Perfect does do decent neons. So this is not like the blackest black light look because I still have lights on. And also I can't get like a good angle. That's part of my problem. All right, it's kind of looking good. I wonder if I have like a piece of paper. I still want to get up and turn off my lights and turn them back on. Oh yeah, I'm gonna block it with my chest hair that I haven't used. I'll block the other lights. Then you'll see. Then you'll be sorry. It's still like way bright behind it though. Definitely looks more impressive in person. Why is it so bright back there? Should I hold this a different way? Like it's so damn bright. But yeah, I'm gonna get a shot of this though. Blocking a light with my chest hair, now that is powerful. I am nothing if not powerful. These are the two side by side. My other camera is much better at showing off things under black light. I do miss my other camera, but I was having so many problems with it. All right. Get some swatch photos with the bottle, like the professional we are. We're all professionals here. And then the two swatches on my thumb. Oh, and then I want to do a black light swatch. Do it with the bottle. No reason not to, I suppose. Very, very orange under black light. Very orange. Anyone else having issues with the IG stories not loading? Not that I'm aware of. There we go. Get the lights back on. This chest hair has improved it, yes. If they don't break. Sorry, I'm like looking back at. You have had such a hard time with Salon Perfect, Linry. I'm so sorry for all of the suffering you've had to go through. All right, yeah, so this was Road Rage, and it is very, very similar to Game Over. My Game Over might have faded, but they are so damn similar, and they came out a year apart. And you know what I think? I think they should have just re-released Munchies, obviously. Right? What's even shittier, Linry, is how they like wouldn't give you a refund for the one that fucking busted open. What is it worth to them? They're Walmart, right? What is it fucking worth to them to not give you back like the $3 damn? I don't understand. That makes me think of, so have all of you watched yet? Have all of you watched the Jenny Nicholson Star Cruiser video? By the way, do you want to see my beautiful midriff? It's so wonderful. There you go. You're welcome. This shirt's a little tight, but like it kind of just sits like a crop top. So especially with this like jacket or this shirt, it's kind of a vibe. I do, my tum-tum is a little pokey outy though. It is a little conical. My husbando calls it my nose. This is my tummy nose. Right, give you your pennies. Thank you. I was hoping it was giving 90s. We are serving 90s furry vibe. It was too good, Nick. But yeah, so 2 things happened to her other than, okay, a million things happened to her. Like, so this experience, so if you don't know, let me fill you in. I didn't want to spoil it last time because it's a 4-hour video. So anybody who wanted to watch it didn't necessarily have time to watch it because it just came out 2 days before, but I had already watched it 2 times by their last stream. And I've watched it about 2.5 times now, but I stopped watching it for the 3rd time because I was kind of getting depressed by it. But anyway, so. Disney started several years ago advertising for this experience called the Galactic Star Cruiser, which was a Star Wars LARP hotel, basically. And it was supposed to be like super duper fucking luxury. And like they released the price before they released like most of the info about the experience. And the price was absolutely fucking ridiculous. You're out in that video. It's your dishwashing video. Okay, we're gonna get a bit spoiled. I watched a little bit of it before it came out because I'm in her Patreon and she released two 30-minute previews. If you love Jenny, her Patreon is worth every penny. Looks like many people there went multiple times. Wait, to the Star Wars hotel? I didn't know that. But anyway, point is that extremely expensive. So her and her sister shared what was basically the size of a room on a cruise ship for $6,000 for 2 days. And she looked up like what the most expensive room was on the newest cruise ship, the Disney Wish, for more than 2 days. And it was less than that. And there also wasn't a reason for the room to be so damn tiny. So there was that. Which like, okay, whatever. They weren't supposed to be in the room for long periods of time. But then at dinner on the first night, there was supposed to be a show, and there was a show. But they sat, the table that she was assigned to sit at was behind a pole. And she only saw the performers when A, they were shimmying their shoulders and going all the way over to the side, or at one point where one of them happened to come up into like the area that she was sitting. So like they didn't get to see the show. $6,000. $6,000 for 2 days, and they don't get to see the show. Then her app didn't work at all. She also paid for like, they were supposed to have like roaming photographers taking pictures. Spoiling me is my love language. I'm so glad. They had roaming photographers that they were supposed to take pictures, and you could buy for like almost $200 a package that they would take pictures for you, and then you would get access to them on the website, and you could download as many of them as you wanted to. Well, later on, after they sold that package, they started selling packages for people to have professional photography sessions. So you would have like a time with your photographer to do the photography sessions. And this is definitely the biggest fuck you to me. They didn't have those, the roaming photographers that she had paid for, $200. They didn't have those. They just didn't have those. She never saw one. She never saw a single picture. But when she complained about it, they wouldn't refund her, even though they did not provide her the service. They just did not provide the service and refused to refund her. And they didn't refund her until she went on her freaking Twitter with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and complained about it. And then somebody called her and refunded her because they realized that she had power and people were hearing about this. And then also, she bought a $200 droid and had it shipped to her through the Disney shipping service, and it got lost in the mail, and they would do nothing about it. It never even got to her house to be delivered. And it was something that you could only buy through the Star Cruiser, or so I understand. And yeah, they just wouldn't reimburse her for the thing that they lost. Yeah, they only got her refunded. Nobody else got refunded. Exactly. So, like, do I think that everything else that happened to her was okay? Absolutely not. I will say, though, I am kind of disappointed because, like, everything was going wrong with her app and she never got it to work, but she also never asked anybody about it, which she should have done. And, like, it would have taken a bunch of time out of her day, and I don't think she should have had to do that. But I do think that the not refunding her the $200 2 times for, like, things that she purchased and they did not provide, because, like, especially when you buy something in the parks and they ship it to you, you're asking the person who provides it to ship it to you, so you're basically just getting an item shipped. You know what I mean? Like, you're basically just getting an item shipped to you. There's no excuse for them to just not provide it for her, for them to just not give her a new one. But yeah, they only did it because she's an influencer, and she really doesn't like relying on being an influencer because she likes to be, as she says, the undercover boss. But yeah, so that was super fucked. That to me was the most fucked up thing. But also designing a dinner theater with a place that you cannot see. That's also inexcusable, right? I was so upset for her. I was so upset. Yeah, it's a very good nail polish session video. I watched it 2 times in the first 2 days, Nick, and people were like, how did you watch all of that 2 times? And I'm like, I had 8 hours of things to do the last 2 days. I just put on Jenny. And had a good time. Or had a frustrating time. And the thing about the reception to it that pisses me off a lot about, like, what people have been saying since the video came out, especially, like, I've seen, like, some articles from, like, cast members saying, like, when you post bad reviews for the Star Cruiser, you're just hurting, like, because it's closed now, you're just hurting the people who worked there as cast members, and we all have really amazing memories of it. Let me tell you, like, that does not, like, to me, as a former cast member who had an immense amount of pride in what I did, I don't give a shit that you had a good time. Like, who cares that you had a good time if the guests didn't have a good time? Like, and also, Jenny specifically was very kind about the cast members, and it seems like the cast members did a really good job. But, like, it pisses me off that people are like, don't complain about the experience. We worked really hard. And it's like, most people probably aren't complaining about the individual cast members. You know, the cast members weren't running the app. The cast members didn't plan this stupid attraction. The cast members aren't at fault, and I don't think most people are blaming them. So, I don't know. Like, I've been in situations at Disneyland where I've been pissed off. Like, actually, one of the things that Jenny commented about, like, and I've been meaning to write a comment on the video, not that it matters or anyone's gonna see it. She talked about this event in Adventureland at Disneyland, where, like, you would go around and you would buy a thing and you would do some activities to get a little, like, keychain thing. It wasn't really a keychain. They called them jujus. They were just little, like, figurines on strings that you could go around and get. And one of them was you go up to the exit of the Jungle Cruise and you tell a joke. And I was actually fucking freaking because she showed a video of somebody doing that at the Jungle Cruise. Like, somebody going up to the person at the exit of the Jungle Cruise and telling them the joke to get the juju. And it was one of my BFFs, Josh. And I love Josh. Josh is so funny. And it's actually so funny she chose Josh. It makes me wonder if she knows who he is, because he is quite the character of a person. And he was so fun to go do the Jungle Cruise. He was so funny. But also, when they opened Star Wars Land, he transferred to Star Wars Land because he wanted to do all the character interactions and basically be an underpaid actor. But he wanted to do that because he, like, thought it'd be really fun. And, like, it seems like he did really like it, and it was really fun for him. But yeah, they showed that, and I worked that event. And the thing that pissed me off at that event was that they didn't tell us how to do any of the other things. And they didn't educate everybody in the land on how this was all going to go down. So people were constantly coming up to us, asking us for help on different, like, activities. And we just didn't fucking know. Nobody fucking knew. It really pissed me off. Yeah, she was praising the cast members. Exactly. It's totally on the organizers. It absolutely is. And the company itself for, like, I mean, yeah, for doing this with such a, I don't know how to put it, like, well, I guess just not organizing it well, so it's back to the organizers. But yeah, it was so funny that she brought that up. I was like, man, I remember that not working. But at the same time, like, people would eventually figure out their shit, because they didn't need to rely on an app. It's not actually called Star Wars Land. Well, I say it out of spite, my dude. I hate, like, she complained about the Star Wars Land. She complained about how people, like, say don't call it Star Wars Land. And I am also very annoyed about that for 2 reasons. Because, like, it has 3 names. Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, and Batuu. Why don't they just call it Batuu? In fact, why don't they just call it fucking Star Wars Land? I mean, obviously I have a lot of opinions about Disneyland and Disney World, but it's only because I love it. And it's really interesting too, because, like, people often say, like, Walt Disney would have never wanted this. Like, and in general, like, I don't really know what Walt Disney would have wanted or not wanted. Because, like, Walt Disney was very cool in a lot of ways and really uncool in also a lot of ways. He was a great showman, but he also thought that everybody in a union was a communist. Like, literally. So kind of a fucked up dude in many ways. But one thing that he absolutely believed in was that everybody in the park should be treated equally, which meant that you shouldn't have to pay for an upgrade. Like, everyone should have a baseline experience. And, like, they used to sell tickets for each ride. So, like, each ride would have, like, a different, you know, amount for getting in. But, like, you couldn't, like, buy your way to getting to the front of the line. Unless you, like, had a plaid escort you, a person escort you. Which to me is a bit different, because usually celebrities do that. And if they just let celebrities stand in line like regular people, a lot of them would get mobbed, and it would be a public safety hazard for not just the celebrity. So I don't mind that. But no, like, Walt Disney very much did not want them to be doing microtransactions on things that should be free, should be included. That's definitely not what he wanted. Hello, really? We're talking about Disney. Have you watched the Jenny Nicholson Star Cruiser video? It's very, very interesting. Interesting how Disney started flopping after you stopped being a cast member. Coincidence? I think not. You're onto something there. You're onto something there. Star Wars Land, Super Mario Land, you call them what you want. Yeah. You gotta watch it, really. You gotta watch it. How are you doing, really? You gotta watch it. My like... My first thing in my search history is Jenny Nicholson. Because Jenny Nicholson and Drawfee are the things that I watch when I'm upset or just need to, like, vibe. You have your 50-person event on June 1st. Holy shit. Well, if you're doing anything that's, like, busy work, that's a great thing to have on in the background. All right, so we are going in with plastic. And I will say right off the bat, I like this better than Gossip, even though they are very similar. But Gossip is more red, and I don't like that as much. You struck conventions, but this is just you by yourself. What's the event? But yeah, so that Star Cruiser video really, really rubbed me a certain way. As someone who loves Jenny and also loves Disney parks and wants to see them be good, It's been really hard for me to watch just how trashed they've become. All I can hope, well, is either that eventually they'll learn the error of their ways and start fixing it, or that Disney's time is over and someone else is gonna just make a better park. You need to go to the postal annex and drop off D-stash packages. That is the worst part of D-stashing. I hate going anywhere for any reason. It's just a J fashion get together for International Alita Day. How fun. I assumed it was something like that. All right, we're gonna do the swatch along with frickin' Gossip. And this one's quite easy because I have the old thin brush. That formula was crazy good, actually. Well, Godspeed on your trip to the postal annex. I do really want to go to Disney World at some point again because I want to see my Easter eggs. There are 2 Easter eggs of me in the park, but they're both in Florida. And I'm like, well, thank you. But I would like to see them with my own 2 eyes. So I guess that means I have to go to Florida. Then I can just take pictures of them and put them on my wall. I do have a Jungle Cruise wall with all of my Jungle Cruise art and a bunch of name tags and stuff. Because when you are a skipper on the Jungle Cruise and enjoy that job, I feel like people come out of the woodwork to give you Jungle Cruise themed presents. I know I should. I should go to Florida. I just don't want to travel, though. I just hate traveling. By the way, when is Polish and Beauty Expo and who's going? I will not be going this year. Let's all go to Disney together. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would like to get in better shape before I go to Disney again. TBH. This is looking pretty good. I think I like this color. I think I am gonna do a third coat. You are not going to Polish Expo. You want to go so bad. I just wish there was another one like closer to my coast. Perhaps one at the Anaheim Convention Center, so I could do literally nothing. So I could just Uber there every day. Yes, you're finally going to Tokyo. Yes, we miss you too. This is looking pretty sick. I like plastic a lot better than Gossip. But I still do think that they're a little bit too samey. PBE 2025 for you. I might go in 2025. But I also might not. I don't know. All right. All right. All right. Let's turn these off. Let's see if I can get... it looking good under black light for you all. Get the chest hair back here to block off the other light. That's the problem, is that... there we go. Yes! Okay. Much improved. Sorry, I am very moist. I am very, very moist. That is much improved. It definitely has a more bubblegum pink look to it under black light. Let's see if I can angle this black light for better results. Oh, wait. A new challenger has appeared. Whoa. Wow. That's very bright. That is very, very bright. I have my blacklight flashlight here. So your nail art plan did not pan out, so you've ended up with a handful of chunky afterthoughts. Chunky afterthoughts was my nickname in high school, as Raya would say. No, I fucked up my index finger. I must fix it. There we go. All right, all right. Let me take some shots. Of vodka. As I am wont to do. I just don't feel like top coating today. There we go. Donate the nail polish. Too late, Kadachi. See, today's nail art experience is like when you keep adding eyeliner to each eye in hopes of evening them out. It's so you end up with eyeliner all the way to your eyebrow. Yes, we love to see it. Hashtag realism. I need to dab my stash. My moustache. Is getting very moist. Y'all love a moist moustache, don't we? Alright, alright, alright. So, hustle. Let's get a nice picture of this under blacklight. Oh, that was not my camera, that was my flashlight. Okay. Go. And then full light. I never like did anything with the pictures I did of the Cirque colors or the Orly Cloudscapes collection. It is some hot pink. Hello, Nerd Loves Nails. How are you doing? All right, all right, all right. Have a bottle shot. Fantastic. It is so moist in here. Like a delicious moist cake. Okay. Full of sweat. There we go. That is plastic. Oh, I didn't take a picture of plastic compared to, oh, I need another coat of Gossip. On my thumb is plastic compared to Gossip that came out about 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago, actually. I think probably 3 years ago. In the Cirque Vice collection. Gossip's a little darker and a little redder, but they are very, very close. Extremely close. Like, it's kind of shocking how close So many of these are. All right. It is time to remove. And perhaps dab myself again. Perhaps have some of my... You are so welcome. So did you watch so what videos have you watched? If you're wondering what videos I've watched, it's like every damn one. Did you watch the Star Cruiser? Jenny Nicholson, I've said it before, I'll say it again, but not to her face, is my dream lover. But I don't think that she's the Dayton kind. She doesn't, if she is very hush-hush about it. Very, very hush-hush. I don't particularly think she swings either way. There we go. Time to remove. Okay, so we are halfway through, but the good news is that we are through with the ones that need to be compared. So now we're just on the ones that we can just do a swatch and be done with. And then what time is it? It's 1:31, so I think we'll have plenty of time to apply the fluids. I have already done fluid art. It just needs to be applied. And this is all the colors. All the colors are represented in the fluid art that I did. I think it looks quite lovely. I do think that this color story works pretty well together. I wasn't thinking that when I first got these, or when I first saw them. But I think as far as the ones that I've gotten in recent years, like the collections of Vice, this is one of the better color combinations. I had a very silly idea. Last night, I just posted in the night blogging section of the Discord that I had a stupid and cringe idea. And it was making a curated collection based off of like Jenny Nicholson videos. My favorite Jenny Nicholson videos. But I don't think I could do that. I think it would be too weird. I think it would be too weird and cringe. So I think I'm going to not do that. But it is something that crossed my mind to do. All right. Let's remove this. But yeah, so this week I watched La Cage aux Folles, but I also watched this other movie last night that unfortunately is kind of controversial, and it really annoys me that it's kind of controversial. Because there was no reason for it to be kind of controversial. And yet... Anyway, it's called Late Night with the Devil, and I just like kind of like heard about it just from like looking at like what horror movies have come out recently. And so I watched it and I thought it was really, really good, like really good. And I posted about it, and then somebody was like, "Oh, it has AI in it," and I'm like, literally, I can't think of a part in it that would have AI. Like, it was a really, really well done movie. It had a ton of practical effects. It looked fantastic. Like, what part of this would have AI in it? And it turns out there were 3 still images that were like put up when they like went to commercial break, because it was supposed to be like a late night TV recording, but also horror. And so when they went to commercial break, they just had like these like Halloween images, because it was supposed to be like a Halloween thing. And yeah, those were made by AI and slightly edited, and like literally 3 images of this movie. And I'm like, why'd you gotta go do that? Because now every time I talk about it, people are going to be like, well, there's AI in it. And I'll be like, yeah, I know, and that's bad. But the movie's really, really good. And it is really good. So, yeah. I guess what I'll say is don't use AI, but if you're going to use AI, go balls to the fucking wall. You did watch Star Cruiser. Were you as mad for her as everybody else in this chat was? I was so mad. Oh, I don't actually need to do my thumb. We will do Electric Daisy last, because that's what I want to put as the base for my fluid art. But yeah, it just really sucks, because it was like a really cool, imaginative movie. But now I feel like all people want to talk about is the AI in it, even though it's just 3 frames. And like, not 3 frames, but 3 images. And I'm not saying that they should have done that. But they could have so easily not done that. It would have cost them very little to have somebody make those assets. And when I was reading up about the frames or the images that were AI generated, it took me a really long time to even remember what those images were. Because they were like, oh, it was the commercial break images. And all I could think of was like the one that was for the station that I was like, that's a weird thing to make with AI, because I feel like I could have made it in just Canva in like 5 seconds. But no, it was these other images that I forgot were even there. So yeah, moral of the story is, don't use AI, or use enough of it that you completely alienate me. Don't do this weird, like, oops, we accidentally AI'd. And I'm just talking about, like, generative AI for, like, using it for, like, art and stuff. I'm not talking about, like, video game AI or answer processing or other things like that. All right, so this is one of the new ones. Wait, no, it's one of the returning ones. This is one of the returning ones that I didn't own already, and it's called High Roller. We already did 2 of the new ones, and they are very close to other shades that they already make. Plastic is actually older than Gossip. So Gossip is technically the dupe when it comes to those 2. On the first coat, this is definitely patchier than the other ones, but this is kind of a pastel. So I think that's okay. I'm quite excited for this one too. I don't have a lot of colors like this. Definitely very close to like a Tiffany blue. Very close to like the classic trailer color. One thing that was really fun about Late Night with the Devil was that I totally guessed the ending. I didn't guess it like perfectly because there was like some stuff set up at the beginning that I just like forgot about. But I was like, I think this thing happens. And then I was right. Also, the people in it are dumbasses. I do think there were demonic forces at play causing them to be dumbasses. But if you hate horror movies with dumbasses, then A, you're gonna have a bad time, but B, this one's not for you. There are sometimes horror movies that don't have dumbasses. I'm trying to think of what horror movies don't have dumbasses in them. Like, I feel like... Okay, Suspiria. Suspiria doesn't have dumbasses. In fact, Susie is a genius, as her friend says. And this is Suspiria 1977. I don't remember if there are dumbasses in the new Suspiria, but even if there are, I don't care. I was also thinking of Sinister. Sinister kind of has a dumbass in it, but he's not that dumb. I really enjoyed Cabin in the Woods' take on dumbasses in horror movies. Because, like, in Cabin in the Woods, it's all about, like, a group that's trying to, like, appease the old gods by basically making live horror movies. And they have to, like, do things in a certain order and make certain things happen. And so they, like, will, you know, give people drugs so that they act a certain way. And that was a fun take. So yeah, for me, this is like a true 3-coater. Definitely too patchy on 2 coats. And I'm kind of curious how it compares to Orly Vintage. There we go. Oh, there's a hair in it. I got it. Got it, got it. All right. Looks very cute. Let's see what it looks like under black light. So there it is under black light. Trying to block out as much light as I can. It looks really cool. In person, it's this beautiful aqua. Beautiful, beautiful aqua. Like, this is a super gorgeous one under black light. Like, this is perfect under black light. Exactly what you would want this to be under black light. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that. With the bottle. A little speck of it it's like gonna show up in the black light, right? It looks so good. All right. Right, now let's get the lights on. Okay. All right. It is somewhat lumpy without top coat, but honestly not enough for me to want to take the time to put top coat on the swatch. If I was getting paid, I would put top coat on all these swatches. But Cirque did not pay me. I'm doing this for my own damn good. All right. Woo. And yeah, without comparing it on my thumb, that drastically brought down the time. Yeah, now that I'm in a movie watching groove, I really need to, like, keep on that, because there's so many things I want to watch. All right, all right, all right. All right, we only need 3 of those, so let us go. By the way, my own personal acetone additive has been working very well today. It's funny because, like, we talked about it with Aculid Nails on the podcast, and he was like, oh, well, I like having fun scents, so I just really like buying, like, a bunch of different acetone additives from, like, different sellers and stuff, and I'm like, I don't like scents. So, like, definitely I can make my own without scents. And I could. And it makes such a difference when you're swatching. Such a difference. Or cleaning up. Because it doesn't dry out your cuticles. There we go. Okay. So what we have left is Guilty Pleasure. Yes, we only have Guilty Pleasure and Electric Daisy. And these are the 2 that I already had. These are the 2 that I did not rebuy. I already owned them. I did not get them again. Electric Daisy is one of their most popular ones. If not their most popular Vice polish. And I think I've been following the Vice collection for 5 years now. This will be like my 5th Vice collection I saw released. And yeah, like 3 out of 5 of those had Electric Daisy. Alright, alright, alright. Woo! Alright, we're gonna go in with Guilty Pleasure now. I feel like my nails have become, like, less stained since the beginning of today. And we should have just enough time. Do the fluids. Especially because I'm going to be doing Electric Daisy as a full mani. Alright, alright. So I should let this dry. I don't want to let this dry, but I should let this dry. Ugh. One of the best videos, speaking of Jenny Nicholson again, one of the best videos that she has on her Patreon is her describing how to name different kinds of horses. And, like, I cannot do it justice, but it is so fucking funny. Like, between, like, horses that are in, like, horse racing, horses that do, like, Western horse riding, other varieties of horses. What else do horses do? I have no idea. Because I believe she does own a horse. Which, like, she is a horse girl. And she does make bank off her Patreon. So, like, I feel like she should have a horse. Alright, alright. This one's going on very smooth. It's a very grimacy purple. Same. I cannot abide scents. Do you get headaches like me? I get headaches and I get nausea. Diarrhea, indigestion, upset stomach. No, I don't get all of that from scents. Be funny if I just like went to a Bath and Body Works and just like shit my pants. Actually, that wouldn't be funny at all. Except for in retrospect, it might be a little funny. If you don't actually have to live it, it's funny. It's funny to think about. I'm gonna like have my cat ears pull my hair completely back. There we go. There we go. All right, I think this is just gonna be a full-on 2-coater. I am unsure if I've ever worn this as a full mani. Also, sorry, my camera is so far away. Let me bring it a little closer. Yeah, this is a lot darker and less saturated on camera. I couldn't really figure out a way to make it not look this way. And the other ones basically looked correct. So who the fuck knows? All right. Let us turn off these lights. I've wanted forever, and I should do it. I've wanted a kill switch for all of my non-black light lights. And also, one of my like black light bars, I have this like these two black light, like 2-bar black lights, but one of them is always falling apart. Oh, wow. It's like, oh, you really can't see it. You really can't see it at its full glory. I will be posting these in the Discord after stream, but it glows a beautiful lilac. Like a beautiful, beautiful lilac. It's gorgeous. You can't see it here, but yeah, I'll post it to Discord after the stream. It's super pretty. I've never really looked at this glowing under black light. As you used to when you were very sick about a decade ago, you couldn't go down to the laundry aisle without getting nauseous. For reals though. For reals though. Like, I have had that problem. I had a roommate actually, who I loved. It's the roommate that painted this room purple. I had this roommate. And so one of the scents that really, I really can't abide is scented cat litter. Unscented cat litter is fine. I used to think that it needed to be like dust free and stuff, and that like that was a thing. It was like allergens, but no, so it's just the scent that they put in cat litter. In my opinion, the scent they put in cat litter is worse than the smell of cat pee, especially cat pee that is being absorbed by the litter. But yeah, like so she. Oh, I forgot to take a picture with that. So she had cats too, and I told her, like, could you please buy this particular litter and use this particular litter? And she was like, yeah, I'll do it, but I just want to finish this litter first. And I was like, can I buy you the litter? Because I really need you to use this other litter. And she was like, well, I'll just use this whatever. Don't worry, I'll just use this first. And so I kept trying to get her to like switch faster. And then it took her like a couple weeks to realize that I was asking because it was very seriously like not upsetting me, but just like I was being very seriously affected by it. Even though she was up in this room and her cats like didn't leave this room. And so this door was always closed and I was like all the way downstairs. I could still smell it all the way downstairs. Right? Cat litter scent plus cat pee. But I don't mind, like, I mean, the cat litter I use is pretty good at masking cat pee smells, but it doesn't have any added scents. And that I don't mind. Man, I wish you could all see what this looks like to me. Because I cannot get a good, shot. I cannot get a good shot of this. Well, no. Maybe later I'll turn off all the lights. Not that I'm leaving this on. I'm eating the nail polish again. I'm so sorry, everybody. You have to watch me lick the nail polish. This wouldn't happen if I was wearing Glisten and Glow top coat. Tell you what. Alright, and I'll take picture. I do need to add another coat. Or top coat. But I feel like I should keep them consistent if I'm not going to use top coat. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, like, the smells that my nose can pick out. Versus, like, people who aren't sensitive to smell. Because they'll be like, there's no way that you could react to this smell. It's so, like, light, and you can hardly smell it. And I'm like, maybe you can hardly smell it. But there's a bright side, too. Like, I can smell bad smells in my general vicinity better than other people can often. So I can remove them. Alright. And our last one, finally! Holy shit. Once you get rid of all the scented products, they are so noticeable. You're so right. I don't know how I did it when I was a kid with like Bath and Body Works and stuff. Before I got sensitivity like for my nose, I had like very, very sensitive skin. So like I also had to remove the fragrances for that reason. It also bugs me, like, it doesn't bug me when people are like, fragrances aren't dangerous. But when people are like, oh, don't make such a big deal about it having fragrance in it. I'm like, look, I'm not worried that I'm gonna get cancer. I'm worried about something far more acute and present right now. I ain't worried about that shit. Alright. Alright. I'm so excited about finally putting on my freaking fluid art. I'm so glad I made it. If I didn't start stamping right now, I would like shit a fucking brick. Alright. Let that soak. I want to do more with fluid art also, because I've got like a few ideas. But it is kind of a shortcut to a cool look. I'm going to see if it's already ready. Just a cream. No reason it shouldn't already be ready. There we go. All right. And our last one is Electric Daisy, and I'm gonna actually do a full mani of this. Oh, and I want to see where is my dry and prep. There it is. So I'm actually gonna need to like wear this for more than like 5 minutes. Here we go. There we go. I will say, as far as 4-hour Jenny Nicholson videos go, I preferred the Evermore video, and I think it's probably just because it didn't make me as angry. Like, maybe I should be more angry about the Evermore video because of how, like, the cast was treated. But I find it more funny. That will probably remain my go-to. Either I'm feeling bad or I'm doing a project video. Yay! Congratulations! Hubs has today and Tuesday, and Monday off. So he's chilling downstairs right now. All right. There we are. I'm gonna check really quickly. Cat medicine time! Enjoy your cat medicine time, son. Enjoy, enjoy. I keep getting notifications and I do not know who keeps notifying me. All 3, how exciting. All right. So we're gonna put on Electric Daisy. I have never been extremely impressed with Electric Daisy's formula. So we'll see how it goes on today. I don't remember if I bought Electric Daisy with the wide brush or not. If I didn't, I've switched it over. It's actually going on better than I remembered. Maybe it's because the first time I used it, I was like, this is supposed to be the best neon ever. And I had like too high expectations for it. That's always a possibility. Maybe I should have got another bottle of this. It is definitely not as full as it once was. All right. It looks like way more yellow on the screen. It looks kind of like Hedonist on the screen, actually. It's a lot more green IRL. There we go. I'm definitely going to need a third coat of this. For sure. It is definitely lumpier than the other ones. Ah! Put my thumb under the desk. I got bumped. Alright. Let it dry for a minute or two. This one does glow like crazy. I'm getting a bit eepy sleepy, but we have a friend coming over. Actually, before I'm done, the friend is coming, like before my scheduled finishing time. They should already be here. Potentially. I may put top coat on this because it's a little lumpy. But it might self-level. But it actually performed a little better than I remember. So maybe I will just take a picture of it like this. Even though... Thank you so much, Yurik! How are you doing? Hi, Luna! Hello, hello! Welcome to our Super Chill Friday stream, where I talk to myself about the movies I've watched. How are you doing, Yurik? Also, Luna. Alright, so this is the last Cirque Vice that I'm swatching today. And I swatched it on all 5 fingers because I'm going to be using it for nail art. I'm going to be using it as a base for fluid art in particular. Okay, let's turn off these lights. I'm so glad you're good. Turn on... I think I actually turned off my black light. With my new camera, it can be kind of hard to show off the black lightness of these polishes. Let me pull this even closer. Especially because I'm not turning off my big lights, which is probably the biggest problem. But yeah, it glows. It glows, it glows. You never get the time when I stream on Fridays imprinted in your brain. It is 12 noon PST. I don't know what time zone you're in. So let me keep that on because I'm going to take a picture of it with... I'm going to be posting pictures, like actual swatch photos in the Discord. And then maybe on Instagram, we'll see. I've been kind of just not feeling like Instagramming recently. I fucked up the edge. But it's fine. It's fine. Could be doing these blacklight swatches in a darker situation, but I'm just not going to. Yes. Yes, this is the Cirque Vice collection. So I just finished. This was my last swatch. So I got all the ones that I didn't have already. There were 2 that I already have. So we have Electric Daisy. Ignore my tummy. I'm wearing a crop top today. We have Electric Daisy. We have High Roller. That's an old one. We have Road Rage. We have Mile High. We have Guilty Pleasure. And we have one more. Oh, here it is. Plastic. The turquoise is really good and it glows so cute. You're never going to ignore that. There you go. Your crop top time. Just for you. You get to see the nose bump. I have a little bumpy on my tummy and we call it my nose. Usually we don't get to talk about my nose bump. But today we do. Today is a special day. We're gonna get to see my tummy. Yeah, the turquoise is really good. It glows exactly the color you'd want it to glow. And it also looks like very... What's the word? Like, maybe a little bit jelly-like? Thank you, Earth Girl. Looks very good glowing. But the fun, exciting thing now is that I have pre-made some fluid art. We have our precious fluids today. I did these this morning. Probably should have been editing my video, but instead I made fluid art. And they're looking pretty sick. TBH. You'll go back to the bottom and see, yes, yes. And there's also gonna be swatches in the Discord. All right, alrighty. They're also good. I really don't know which one to start with. Like, I legit do not know where to start. Also, I don't know where my tiny scissors are. Oh, but here is my Hollow Taco set. My Hollow Taco set has the tiny scissors. So we got it. All right. I also have this one that didn't quite come out as well. I don't really know what happened to this one that made it not come out quite as well, but it didn't. These other ones came out fabulously, though. But maybe I'll do my other nails first. So these have had about 5 hours to dry. I am ripping it, though, as I pull it off. It's not coming off perfectly. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, so I definitely want like both of those sections. So I think I'm gonna cut here. I've got 2 of these. There's another kind of good section over there. Maybe I'll use that section on my thumb. Yeah, I'll do that one on my thumb. Hello, Pokegod. This is fluid art. So it is made by laying down a pool of fluid art polish. Which to make fluid art polish, you add like the smallest drop possible of Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum to some top coat, or really any polish, but I prefer top coat or clear coat. And then you just like dab a bunch of little things of polish on it, and then you smoosh it. I actually have a video explaining it way better than me. But that's what that is. I swear to God, I cannot say words recently. In the video that's coming out tomorrow, I am like so bad at enunciating, and I'm like, I don't know why this is happening to me. Who cursed me? Thanks. But yeah, if you are interested, there is a tutorial there. I just released it 2 weeks ago. So yeah, we basically made these big decals. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some top coat. And I like using kind of a thicker top coat. I'm using Glistening Glow's, like the one that I usually use, Glistening Glow Fast Drying Top Coat. And doing a nice thick layer. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit more to the shape of my thumb. I have accidentally picked up a bit of the base color and scraped it, but that's fine. There we go. I'm going to press it down. I'm going to turn, make sure I have enough coat, enough coat down here. Thank you. Yes, submit to me. Thank you so much for the sub. There we go. So now we gotta kind of do a bit of trimming. Hold that in, and any sort of weird issues that we have, they're all gonna come out. Make sure, yeah, I'm still on screen. They'll all come out when we top coat it. Top coat heals all wounds. So people say time heals all wounds, but I'm a firm believer that it's actually top coat. Have to leave to visit some family. I will have a great time the rest of my stream. Have a great time with your family. All right, all right. All right. So now we're going to take the cleanup brush. Is this my good cleanup brush? I don't think this is my good cleanup brush. There's my good cleanup brush. Your main subscribe. You main subscribe in Final Fantasy? I got Final Fantasy on my mind. Because Hubs and I are going to start playing Final Fantasy again. It's satisfying. Wait, subscribing or fluid art? Fluid art is quite satisfying. Because it's a really easy technique. But it looks really impressive. You know what I mean? It's a bit messy. But not as messy as almost any other way of marbling. Like, water marbling is way more messy. Way more. All right. And smoosh marbling's a little messy too. Not as messy as water marbling, but it is close. Yes, you do find gel easier in general. Gel is too much commitment for me. All right, all right. So now I've just got to kind of push the top into place and melt the edges so that the edges just kind of conform a little bit. Fantastic. And I will do the next one before. All right. So we're gonna use this. I really love how the blue and the red, even in art though, really, like I feel like if I like cured something and it was wrong, I would just have like a breakdown. Now, like, clearly you can fix your mistakes easier before you cure than you can with nail polish. But I don't know. If my fears made sense, I wouldn't need a therapist. You know what I mean? Kira, not even cute. You marble on a plastic sheet and then cut out like I'm doing now. That's true. Oh, the fluid art looks complicated? I mean, I guess making a decal and applying it is kind of complicated. And it's definitely a multi-step process. But it's a lot harder to really get wrong than a lot of other forms of marbling. And I do know that like learning how to do the decals took me quite a while. Like the first time I did fluid art, I was pretty I was not having a good time making the decals. But after time, over time rather, you can't say something's after time because time hasn't ended yet. Oh, I ripped it on the edge. I thought I wouldn't rip it today because I waited so long for it to dry. I didn't just like do it on stream like I do. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Get that all pushed in. Do I want to like throw some fluid art up on the side? I think I do. How do I say other people? I say other people this way. You go visit Paul live channels. All right, enjoy. Have a good time. All right, all right, all right. I'm just gonna throw this random piece up here because I like the cut of its jib. And it is gonna be kind of jarring up there. But the secret is I'm gonna not care that it looks a little jarring. That's my secret cap. I don't give a shit. All right, all right, all right. Let me cut a little bit off under this nail. I'm hopefully not like actually cutting my nail. And let's go around here and start cleaning it. Let's clean, let's clean. There we go. All right. All right. It's looking pretty sick, but I feel like it could look even sicker. You know what I mean? You could look sicker. This could look like it has cancer. Alright. So the question is, do I want to make my middle finger out of that decal? I think I want to do it off of this decal. I've got such a pretty, like, fluid scenario right here in the middle. So honestly, I kind of just want to use that. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for the follow, C72 PTKV. That is quite a name. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow, somebody else with another illegible name. This seems sus, TBH. Thank you for your follows, but I don't know why y'all don't have like regular names. What is going on? Did somebody just buy me subs? Sorry if you're real people who are just doing like some sort of a, I don't know, thing. This is very, like, what the fuck is happening, actually? Guys, what is happening? I'm glad your cat medicine time went well. Currently trying to figure out why a bunch... Yeah, sounds like what? But why? Why is this? I don't want these follows. They're not real. Why would this happen to me? Who's doing this to me? All right. I feel like my husband heard me say, why is this happening to me? Who's doing this to me? And is like now coming upstairs. But maybe that's not why he's coming upstairs. Yo. Literally the fuck. Why are y'all doing this? You're looking to follow someone who paid for you. I didn't pay for you. Go home, paid followers. You're drunk. Very weird. Well, maybe I'll go in after the fact and ban all of them. I don't like it when I get fake followers. I would much rather have... It wasn't you that paid for followers, thank you. I didn't suspect it was you. But I appreciate knowing. Why? I'd much rather have people be surprised at how few followers I have than surprised that I have like so many but have so few people in chat. I'd rather them be like, dang, you only have like this many followers and you have that many people in chat, than be like, oh, you have like 8,000 followers and only 4 people in chat? Why is that? All right. Well, the good news is that this art laid down really... Don't worry about it, son. Don't worry. How do I, like, can I pause following for a while? Is that a thing people can do? I'm so confused as to what, like, literally the only thing I can imagine that's happened is that someone has paid for these followers. For me or otherwise. And maybe they came to the wrong place. They're all suspicious names. Just watch. Someone's gonna release an expose that's like Fanaticure buys her followers. And if that happens, you are all here. Not that I think anybody has the time, but in a niche hobby like this, sometimes people seem to have the time to like talk shit about the smallest creators. Like, I hate that I'm gonna have to go and be like, yeah, it says I have a bajillion followers now, but they're all fake. I don't want them. I want real people. If they showed up as viewers, you can ban. They're not showing up as viewers. I'll ban them after the fact. And like, even if you could ban them, you couldn't just like stop them from doing this. Well, I'll finish my fluid art and then we'll GTFO and... At least you can stop hearing the thing go off. I wonder if they all followed at the same time. That would make sense. Okay. It has perhaps stopped. So I'm going to cut out... No! I'm going to cut out... this area. Here we go. Maybe I will cut one for my pinky while I'm at it. Where's the next goodest area? These names have more special characters. They'd be semi-secure passwords. Don't you hate it when a bunch of semi-secure passwords follow you unannounced? This is my secure password gang. 4:28 your time, so 2:28 my time. Yes, thank you. So they don't show up in the feed, you can only see the last one. That is so weird. Now I'm so, like, how many people just followed me? And, like, literally, why? Literally fucking why? Alright, go rotate your thing. Rotato your potato. I don't know which one to use on my pinky. Like, this one's kind of rainbowy, but it's also a little more messy. This area is kind of fun. That area is kind of fun. But none of them are like so good that I'm like, oh yeah, that's so good. I need to put on my top coat so that it has time to settle a little bit. I think going in too fast, the top coat makes them rip. So I'm gonna go rainbow and messy. All right. Hello, Toasty. Welcome, welcome. We'll do a messy rainbow. It's almost Pride. Pride can be all year if you're nasty. And y'all know I'm nasty. All right, so this is ready for when it's time to do my pinky. Let's do my ring finger. Throw that down. We got it. Time to trim. You're making them crisp. Wait, hold on. They actually are potatoes, tater tots. You're making them crispy by squishing them and coating them in garlic butter. Yes! That sounds so delicious. I need to try that. I'm so glad I chose today of all days to tell you to rotato your potato. I also ripped this. It will not at all be tellable when I'm done. It'll just melt in with everything else. But I did rip it, and I ripped it on the side too. Maybe I don't know what rips these. Maybe I just need to be more careful. But also, I don't feel like being more careful. It's like basically my life's motto. I should probably be more careful, but I don't feel like it. I feel like my old motto was like, what's the worst that could happen? I regret it forever. And occasionally, yes, I do regret it forever. Whatever it is. All right, let's get in there. And yes, thank you, no thank you to whoever bought me all those subscribers, or those followers rather. Didn't need them, don't appreciate them. Desperate to know why the fuck that happened. You're wondering what to get me for a holiday? It's not more subscribers. Or at least not that way. All right, all right, all right. All right, we have one more. Much excited. They're looking so sick. I think they look so good. And I love how, like, there's so many different, like, things going on here because there's such a, like, variety of colors in this set. I don't usually use such disparate colors. But I should. Honestly, I should do it more often with, like, very different colors. Okay, let that dry. I'm so excited. It just looks like very like tie-dye. It's really cool. It's really fucking cool. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, thank you. How do all my new subscribers feel? Or my new followers, rather. Crazy amount of new followers I have. My stream thing, my stream summary is gonna be like, you got so many new followers today, congrats. I'll be like, take them back. Alright, whoa, 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 whoa. Make sure I'm not getting yellow nail polish all over everything. Get this all nice and bent into shape. Might need to melt a little bit. The nail polish there, get that to stick down. Do it on the bottom. Come on, come on. I didn't do any cutting to, like, I didn't do any of the, like, darting, I guess it would be. Where you, like, make little slits for it to fit. I have not done any of those today because I didn't feel like it. I really need to watch Dairy Girls because I've seen a few clips from it and I just love that nun that's like, I do it myself, but I don't want to. So I feel like that all the time. Thank you. Hopefully my sound's been great too. I think I finally fixed all my problems. All of my problems are fixed. Every single one. Not true. But it's good to dream. I realize I'm like way over here, so I'll bring y'all with me. There we go. And there we go. Clean that up around the cutes. My friend, who I believe is already here right now, I said that I say on the podcast that I oil my cutes, and she legit was like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not, no one says that. That's not a thing. And I just want to send her a supercut of all the people in their YouTube videos saying oiling their cutes now. I don't know if I'm the first one who did it, but I'm definitely the most annoying one. And that counts for something. But yeah, I've proven her wrong. She just doesn't know it yet. He was basically like Regina George. You like to greet yours. Yes, thank you, Luna. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and send it to my friend. Or just bring it downstairs and show it to her on my phone. I'll be like, Luna says cutes. See? It's a thing. Don't be jealous. She probably can hear me because I'm so damn loud. Has my audio been good today? Have I not been cutting out? Because I think it has been. When I did a test recording, it sounded really good. It has to, because I'm not gonna be able to record videos on Twitch Studio anymore. You're taking my precious Twitch Studio away. Yay! I'm so glad. Yes, grease your cutes. Or cream them like Danny did that one time. When I was like, I have oiled my cutes and Danny has creamed hers, and like both of us, thank you, I'm so glad. Both of us did not notice that the joke I had made, we didn't notice that it was funny that I had said she had creamed her cutes. I think Polished Mess is the one who like pointed it out to me that I'd said a dirty thing. All right, I'm gonna go in with some glitter grabbing top coat to give this some extra layer some extra layer to give this an extra layer of protection. Well, not really protection, just like an extra layer of smoothing. There we go. Some people do smudge-free top coat over these. I don't find that to be necessary. But this will give it more cushion for the pushin', if you know what I mean. You know what they say. The deeper the cushion, the sweeter the cushion. The pushin'. Y'all heard Big Bottom by Spinal Tap? Hi. Ooh, oh yeah, meringues. Fuck yeah. Very good. Oh, I need you. Everyone say hi to Husbando.
Hi, everyone.
We're talking about how everybody in this chat calls them cutes now. And how Sonya's wrong. It's okay. I don't need. They all say hi. Our friend who didn't believe that cutes would be a thing made us meringues. And I have been luckily really in the mood for meringues. Because we had a frozen meringue pie. And I was like, it's got to be better than this. She's a really good baker and cook. One time, okay. We have tea parties pretty frequently with this friend. Which is kind of like one of the best things I feel like I do in my life. And one time she was like, I just really feel like an egg, like egg salad would go really good on garlic bread. So she made like egg salad on garlic bread, and it was so fucking good. I loved it so much. You haven't had homemade meringues, but you've had store-bought ones, and they are so good. I'm jealous. You should. Those are so good. They were like chocolate chip cookie meringues, and they were really chocolatey and really chewy. I used to not like understand the appeal of meringues, but as an adult, I definitely understand the appeal. It's so good, Luna. You gotta try it. She just did it on like Texas toast. Like the Texas toast garlic bread that they sell at the store. The world's famous Texas toast garlic bread from New York. This friend also has taken us to Disneyland several times, so maybe I should let her transgression re-cute stand. This aggression cannot stand, man. We need to watch The Big Lebowski sometime together as a family. But not for pride. Big Lebowski is not gay enough. As well you know. Too much top coat. And I kind of fucked up that one, but it's okay. This top coat's probably just going to self-level it all out anyway. So it is not a big deal. There we go. All right. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of final cleanup. I want to make a pavlova sometime. If I'm not mistaken, a pavlova is like a meringue, like a disc of meringue, And then you like top it with like fresh fruit and maybe some cream. And that sounds so good. I never thought when I was a little kid that I would love like light and refreshing desserts. Because when I was a kid, it had to be like heavy and chocolate or I wasn't like interested. But nowadays, I'm like, ooh, is that a fruit tart? Yes. Yeah, you must buy more tots. You're good at cooking. You should try making a pavlova. Someday we'll all live on a big commune and we'll make the pavlova together. Way too hard for you to make? I don't think meringues are that hard to make. You just have to like beat them into submission, literally. You must make your meringues submit. All right. Look at that beautiful fluid art. Oh, that first one looks like very beachy. So interesting that it's all the same colors, just different areas on the fluid art. And for a special thing, I'm gonna turn off all my lights except for my big overhead one. But my big overhead one is really, really dim. Yeah, these are all my lights off except for like my overhead one. And then let's throw on the black lights. Yeah, I forgot that this needs to be like here. Look at that shit. Hopefully I can get it to focus. Do you know that focus spelled backwards is suck off? I know that from Rocky Horror callbacks. This is what I love so much about, let me try adjusting my camera. Maybe bringing it a little closer. It's what I love about neons, is that you kind of have two looks in one. The auto white balance. Did I have autofocus off this whole time? It seemed to be focusing just fine. There. Thank you. Your brother used to call your Ford Focus Ford Focus. A plus. I used to have a script of Rocky Horror Picture Show with like every single callback. It was like a script that a bunch of people had like submitted to like back at the dawn of the internet. And me and my friend Trevor printed it out to practice with because we were those kids. And there's pretty much a callback for like every single thing. Well, pretty much every single thing in the movie, like anything you see. But also like in the beginning, like anything that's in the credits in the beginning, like there's a call out for. And one of them is like something about focus. And it's just like focus spelled backwards and suck off. Yes, yes. Let's bring the whole family. Let's bring the gang. Yeah, the turquoise is so fucking pretty. Let's get the gang together so we can see them all in kind of better black light. I probably should have turned all of my lights off. I might re-swatch these. But I'm sure you'll see plenty of people. wearing them and doing them under black light. Oh, there's my thumb. My thumb looks very cool. This purple glows. It is not catching on cam, but that purple glows a beautiful lilac. It's a dark purple, but it's a beautiful lilac glow. Too good for that polish. We're just like, these two are just like, or these three actually are overpowering everything. Yeah, the same model, Ford. Did I have Ford Focus for a while? I don't think we called it the Ford Focus because I was always like, Focus spelled backwards is suck off. Or I would say fuck use. Damn, Ford Focus gang, represent. Better than the Probe. We also would call it the Focus. The Focus, rather, Focus. Like, that one character. He was played by Seth MacFarlane in Hellboy 2. He was like a German professor that was like in a gaseous state, so he was basically in like a diving suit. I loved that character. And he would tell Hellboy to focus, but he would say, "You must focus." And like Hellboy was like, "You shouldn't say that. Don't just stop saying that word. Just don't say it." How cool. He had a Ford Focus too! The European Mercury! Like, the Ford Probe is by far the worst name. Who would name their car the Probe? Except for me. What pervert who isn't me is naming cars that? I would name a car that. But you can't name cars like I would name them. That's just anarchy. That's just ridiculous. Ford, I guess. I can't argue with you there. You're so right, bestie. That was a European sports car from Ford. Interesting. It's a sports car. In America, the American Ford Focus is just like, I mean, it's a sedan. Like, it's just like it's just like a car. Which is why so many of us owned it, I think. Because it was just like, well, it's a car. Your boss bought a gold Probe. I said something about it, and he got rid of it. Oh my god, your poor boss. Oh, the Focus is a sedan. Oh, the Probe. Okay, the Probe was sporty. Okay. Yurik, I feel like you should get the Probe. I feel like that would be your kind of car. Yurik would never return his Probe just because somebody made a sexy joke about it. Only from me. Why, thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so glad I heard about the Ford Probe today. I was just talking to my family about Fordlandia the other day. What time is it? I gotta go. But very, very quickly, my last tidbit of information is that Ford decided that he wanted to farm latex, which is very hard to do. Almost impossible to do. Very, very hard to farm latex. So he made his own town in Brazil called Fordlandia, where people weren't allowed to dance or drink. And they weren't allowed, were they allowed to drink? I don't think they were allowed to drink. And they weren't allowed to play soccer, but they were paid like so much money that they didn't even have things to buy with it because they also had their houses paid for and stuff. And they weren't living in a place that they could buy. Like, they were in the middle of like the Brazilian jungle. Like, they just didn't have things to spend their money on. And then it all went under because it's very hard to farm latex. It was very hard to farm latex. It was around for like 9 years. So it was popular. People love their probes. Who doesn't love a good probing? All right. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to not raid out just because, you know, we're on both the platforms, so it's kind of weird to raid out just one. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. Thank you, Sun. Thank you, Yurik. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, Kadachi. Hello, Kadachi. Thank you, Nerd Loves Nails. Thank you, everybody who is here. I will see you all on Tuesday. Should have a new video tomorrow morning, so fingers crossed that I finish that. Not fully edited, but mostly edited. All right. Bye.